Today, more than ever before, attention is being given to the role of the arts, multimodality, and new literacies as they relate to research and practice in classrooms and operate within 21st century literacies. Multi-literacies, multimodality, technology, social media, new literacies. These are all words which have a tendency to strike fear and hesitation in the hearts of primary teachers everywhere. Never fear, I am here to ease your mind. In this presentation, I will be discussing one of the key influences in 21st century education, new literacies. Before we begin, put down your pen and paper and let yourself become fully engaged in the multimodal world. I will provide you with all of the links and notes at the end. Although literacy is clearly changing in the world, schools continue to privilege traditional texts, beliefs, and forms of reading and writing. This is why it is important that we understand what new literacies are and what they can do for our current and future students. Definitions of literacy have vastly changed over the years, so let's discuss what they are and how they came about. The word literate has traditionally referred to those with the ability to read and write, the traditional pen and paper pedagogy that we all know and practice daily. Currently, the Australian Curriculum Assessment and Reporting Authority state that literacy involves students listening to, reading, viewing, speaking, writing, and creating oral, print, visual, and digital texts. Rapid changes in digital communication provide facilities for reading and writing to be combined with various and often quite complex aspects of images, music, sound, graphics, photography, and film. Different terminology has been used in recent years to indicate how literacy has changed within new modes of communication from page to screen based. For the purpose of this resource, the terms new literacies and multi-literacies are used to describe the way of processing literacy through reading, writing, talking, listening, and viewing through contemporary communication media. I have chosen to focus on this realm as it is ever evolving and includes the use of social media and other contemporary and at times intimidating forms of communication. The most important feature that distinguishes new literacies from other literacy perspectives is that new literacies emphasises the epochal change in everyday technologies and its associated cultural practices. It extends beyond the conventional view of literacy as printed and written texts and includes meaning-making practices using digital technologies. The escalation of the popularity of social networking such as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and others, as well as development of blogs, wikis and online gaming have enabled different forms of communication and communities to evolve. Such rapid development of digital technologies has changed the nature of literacy and will continue to do so. Literacy encompasses the knowledge and skills students need to access, understand, analyse and evaluate information, make meaning, express thoughts and emotions, present ideas and opinions, interact with others and participate in activities at school and their life beyond school. SANG 2010 states that an important mission of teaching and learning literacy is to equip students with literacy skills so that they can fully participate in social and cultural activities in the modern world. By definition, literacy is a social practice. Many teachers have begun to use blogs, wikis, Twitter, features of mobile phones or Facebook applications within classroom programs. These have made learning more participatory. If students are using these outside of school, these modes of communication could be used inside school to engage students in learning. This type of 21st century teaching has the potential to transform the way our students learn. Humans are wired to learn. When learning is pleasurable, it can happen even more rapidly. The vocabulary and tools of 21st century literacy are appealing to young people connected to their world outside school and related to their interests. Many of you here today are already using and creating multimodal text with your students. Within this school, I have seen students creating recordings or reenactments of books, videos of behaviour expectations, PowerPoint presentations with YouTube clips embedded, factual print-based stories of excursions with photos and drawings attached. These are wonderful examples of integrating ICT and multimodality into our classrooms. Our task now is to think, how can we really propel this into the world of the student and help prepare them for the wider world? How can we incorporate their new literacies into our teaching while providing real-world experiences in a rigorous but safe environment? To contextualise this concept and demonstrate how it could be used in the K-6 classroom, watch this excerpt detailing the teaching of Kathy Cassidy, a primary school teacher, on using blogs and Twitter with students in grades 1 and 2.
My 6 and 7-year-old students each have their own blog, which is a digital portfolio of their work from the first of school to the end of school. And at the beginning, the 6-year-olds can't write anything that's readable, so I just put in brackets at the end what they wanted it to say. And through the year, you can see their writing improving and what things they're getting better at all the time. They also use other tools to show learning besides just the written word. They might take pictures of things that they've done. They might make a video of things they've done. They might make a voice recording. They use a bunch of different tools that they then put on their blogs so that the blog reflects their learning from their entire school year with me. We also use Twitter in our classroom as mainly a reading and writing tool, but also to connect with other classrooms and find out what's the same in the other classrooms, what are they doing that's different than us, how can they help us to learn. We've tweeted back and forth with classes about math questions and about questions we had about places that they live. And in early 2011, there was massive flooding in Brisbane, Australia. And my students came to school to me worried because they had heard about this flooding from their parents, and they were really concerned because we had blogging buddies who were in Brisbane and they were worried that they might not be well. We tweeted to their class and said, "We hope you're all safe. We heard about the floods." And the teacher tweeted back and said, "Yes, we're all safe." And she also sent us some video and sent us a link to a map where the flooding was and that they were safe because they weren't in that area. Kids, when they're connecting with others, they're learning an empathy that they wouldn't otherwise have because they would have no connection. I think that their worldview is different than children who are in a class that doesn't connect. And I think that that's important. I think our world is becoming more and more connected.
For a great take-home message, a quote from the New London Group. If it were possible to define generally the mission of education, it could be said that its fundamental purpose is to ensure that all students benefit from learning in ways that allow them to participate fully in public, community, creative and economic life. Let's get working on integrating new literacies in meaningful and engaging ways. I've asked you to bring your current English unit of work along. Your task is to explore the following websites and social media tools. Choose one which can be written into your unit of work and make plans to put this into action. Thank you for your attendance today, and I look forward to our sharing session next term where we will show how we have adapted and changed our units of work.